茉莉玩游戏第14章分离要分开了。5天后，已经开始操作了。与杰克交谈。他不在。
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Sally. All of them.
是过去的事。以前的画面。到底要不要告诉大家呢？反正都不能说了。他跟杰克的事情，是好事吗？这个吧。
Maybe we should have told everyone while we still could. Maybe there would have been ways to make it last. Jack! Oh, what is he doing in there?
所以他其实在，是不是？往桥的路。
I won't run away.
可是我
He
进不
deserves
去。
to know.
所以多敲几次。过来，过来，过来。
Jack!
终于啊！
Oh, Jack.
At least I still have my hair.
哇，他已经变成修道士的样子了。
Where can we go from here?
Anywhere we want.
What is this?
I told you I had a surprise for you. Remember? This is it.
What is it?
It's a first version of a fulling mill.
Is fulling the cloth all by itself using the motion of the water wheel?
Oh.
Yes. What do you think? You'll be able to sell even more cloth, not just wool, like you wanted to.
可是他没办法卖了，这里
I
不会
won't
有
be
市
selling
集。
wool anymore.
Why?
Because there will not be another market.
No, not in Kingsbridge. We will go someplace else then, where he won't find us.
He will find me, wherever I go.
You can't just give up.
I'm not giving up. And I'm not running away. And because I'm not running away, there is something I have to tell you. It's not what I want to do. It's what I have to do.
哇，这个吧。
We can't meet again. Not like this.
Why?
Oh, Jack,
What is it?
I wish things were different.
What things?
什么一定要讲这个哦？
I'm getting married to support Richard.
To whom?
It's not important.
啊，是
William
那
will
个
burn down anything that
他
I
哥
build
哥
up. This is the only choice I have. My husband will pay for Richard's expenses. It's the only way my brother can protect our people.
I will marry you.
I love you, Jack. And I always will. But look at yourself. You are a good man, Jack. And monks can't marry.
Then I will stop being a monk.
And what then?
I don't know.
给他希望。
Maybe when this is over, we can meet again.
But not like this.
No, not like this.
Don't say that.
你只能离开了。
Who is it?
What?
Who are you going to marry?
我觉得还是先说比较好。嗯？
He has steady income from the houses he builds in Shiring and Winchester. And he is a master builder now.
What?
这样讲他就知道是谁了。哇哦！
Dear
怎么
Francis,
今天玩的故事都
I
很
long for the day
悲
you
惨？
can read all the letters I've written. Once, you asked me if I often think of our parents. I do. And I often think of the day they were killed. And of how Abbot Peter took us in. Peter raised us and taught us about God. We grew up in the safety of the monastery. Only now have I begun to understand that outside
这
the
个鹅是什么
priory,
意思啊？
killing continued every single
死了。
day. I have come to believe that if God was just, he would not allow all the pain and bloodshed. A few days ago, William Hamley and his men attacked us. Many died by their hand. Milius is dead. First, I believed I had brought the devil to Kingsbridge, for I thought I had seen him in Lincoln. The last few nights, I did not sleep. I was afraid that in my dreams I might flee from his grasp in blind terror. toward the river and drown like Prior James did. But I know this is not the work of the devil, but of man. But why does God not put an end to it? Most of what Abbot Peter taught us was right. For he taught us about living in seclusion, away from sin, away from want, away from the world that turns man against man. I know I blamed you for what happened after we got involved with Bishop Whalen. I do not anymore. But I blame our church and men like Whaleran, because they involved themselves in the bloodshed. As Peter taught us, I will go into seclusion. The answers I seek are not out there. Maybe I will find them
隐
in
遁避
here.
世，他要怎么做
Where
呢
are？ you, Francis?
法兰西斯到底
Put that away!
还活着吗？
Stop it immediately!
No, Jack!
发生什么事了？
Jack! No! This is not what we do! Get off me, you freak!
No!
What？打架？
Jack!
Take him away! Lock him up!
被关起来了。找到出路。他不会动啊。他不会动，那只能用这个咯。
It's all useless. No. It's all useless.
碗呢？
No.
哦，哇，他淹水了。谁？哦，
Jack.
Mother?
The water duct runs right under the cell. Look for a loose stone in the floor. It'll sound hollow.
What? How do you know that?
对啊，这么厉害。
The cracks are too narrow to pry it out with my hands. I can't just lift it up. This could be it.
哦，是吗？敲另外一个看看。哦，差真多。
Doesn't sound hollow. I don't think so.
碗。他拿碗干嘛呢？用碗敲
The
开。
bowl would crack. The slab's too heavy.
哇，有难咯。这里
This one
呢？
looks easy to pry out,
哦，
but not with bare hands.
这个呢？用碗就可以逃狱。哇 ，easy。
With that hole, I could lift the slab out.
哇！游泳吗？
She was right.
那只鹅活了。竟然从这里出来了。
Jack, tell me, was it about Aliena? I know about you two. I have known for a long time.
And how did you know how to get out of that cell? How did you know?
Your father. He was locked up in there as well.
Was he a monk?
No.
真正的爸爸。
They said he was a thief, but he was not. They hanged him, but he was innocent.
How? How did it happen?
Someone here in Kingsbridge gave him a jeweled cup and told him he could go. A mile down the road, he was arrested and accused of theft.
哦，
It was like a game to them. They said he had stolen that cup from the priory.
Who said that?
3 men. He managed to escape the way you did, but they caught up with him. They hanged him in Shiring.
Who were those men?
It does not matter. It is all in the past now.
Once you told me my father was a jongleur, that he came from France.
That is what he told me.
查看。因为窃盗被吊死在下廊。他的死跟3个人脱不了关系。这些人从修道院拿了镶有珠宝的杯子。但还是不知道他在哪里，他是从哪里来的。
You want to leave?
What if I have family there? There must be someone who remembers Jack Sherberg, right?
I knew this day would come.
I'm not a monk.
I know.
And I can't work here with Alfred.
I know. You really love her, don't you, Aliena?
Yes.
You truly are his son, Jack Jackson. This place is too small for you. After your father died, I went into the forest to get away from it all. But if you live like an animal, then they treat you like one. Do not let them ever find your way in the world. And when it leads you back to me, I want to hear lots of new tales.
所以他要跟他母亲分开了。
Of course.
Those that killed your father, the people they killed, will return to haunt them. I promised them.
Wayleran disrespects you. After all I've done for him. Why rely on him for salvation? There are many priests, many bishops.
Maybe. But you are not making decisions for me either, Walter. No one is. If the Lord wants me to support Wayleran, he will let me know.
And what if he does not? What then? Will you allow Wayleran to order you around?
他谁啊？我不知道哎。他在做布吗？ 哦，是杰克。
It's getting cold.
哦，我是不是太快把门关上
？Yes?
I'm sorry for disturbing you on an important day like this, but have you by any chance seen Jack since yesterday?
Has something happened?
He's gone. We've been looking for him all morning.
我好像错过了杰克。
He's gone?
Well, yes, and I'm afraid it is my fault. I had him locked away. But in the end, I just punished anger with wrath.
We've all failed him.
No, I am the one to blame, and I pray to make it right again. My monks are already trawling the woods. I myself will go to Shiren, while Martha is taking a horse to a cave he used to know.
杰
Please,
克已经离
don't
开了
let
吧？
this spoil the first day of your marriage, when there should be only reason to rejoice.
Thank you.
3天后，
They still haven't found him. How long has it been?
3天了。
3 days.
Well, I think he's gone for good. I love him like a brother. But first he tries to kill me. Then he runs off, worrying his family's sick.
Are you hungry? I think I'll prepare some food.
Great. I'm starving.
弄吃的是，蒸煮罐，
What are you cooking?
Fermenting.
What's going in it?
Wheaten ale with milk, spices, venison and eggs.
Well, as long as it tastes good.
哈一声怎样？加一些香料。还剩下很多香料。哎，我不是要加汤里哦。2天后，
We've been married for what? A week?
是不是关系到这2个人的关系啊？
That's almost a week. Yet, we still haven't, you know...
Oh, I'm sorry. I want this to work, but I need time.
It's alright. Sometimes you look at me like you think your husband isn't a good man. But I am a good man. You'll see.
奇怪的婚姻啊，他只是利用而已才结婚的。再做一个州啊，羊毛篮子建筑工地，跟他说话看看。
You need any help?
You could prepare the meat.
How do I do that?
Oh, never mind. I've got it.
不会用。 煮吧。
Spices. I need to add some spices. And I mustn't forget the eggs.
哪里有蛋啊？去外面
Where are you going?
买蛋。
Oh, nowhere. I just needed some more herbs for the soup.
Huh? I think everything you need's here.
是这样吗？可是哪里有蛋啊？哪里有蛋？卧室呢？啊，这里有蛋。放蛋。啊，香料嘞？我只有放蛋。
Today, I was thinking about what you and Philip did for our workers when they were afraid that they wouldn't be paid. Offering them coin to make them stay and feel safe. What if I did something similar? How about I could offer them pay in case something happens? Like an insurance. What do you think?
你有这么多钱吗？
Could you afford it?
That's up to the prior to decide. He said he'd come over around noon tomorrow. Maybe he could eat with us. And you could help me explain the idea, if you want. I think it would be good for you to do something other than cooking and weaving. You haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
17天。
You're right.
17天没出门。
I'd be glad to help.
Ah, great.
放香料。做一件事就结束啊？第二天？怎么又第二天呢？
Would you like venison with it?
No, thank you. I'm just here to talk.
Ascetic as always, I see.
It just turns more and more into a habit, really.
所以我现在要干嘛？跟汤姆说话。
So, you are suggesting that we promise the workers money if the construction is not completed?
Yes, as an insurance. Since the Fleece Fair, they've been quite worried. It would ease their minds a bit.
Yes, especially since they know they don't have to finish the cathedral in order to get rich. It sounds to me like we would be tempting them to fail deliberately.
故意建不成。
I hadn't thought about that.
Don't be so cynical, Philip.
I'm not. It's just so hard to encourage goodness these days. We tried so hard in the last few years, yet all we reaped is death and misery.
The alternative would be to do nothing at all.
这不是个好主意。
Philip is right. Your plan will only foster greed.
I don't know. I think the idea is
是
good.
不是应该要帮他说话？
My workers would know that they would get paid more if they finish the thing. They're not as greedy as you two make them. I just want to ease their minds a bit.
Yes, you said that. Your idea shows great compassion, Alfred.
Thank you, Father.
But Lady Aliena is right. Man's heart is cruel and wicked.
好像选错了。呵呵
It'd be only a matter of time till the devils of greed, and fraud would find their way into Kingsbridge.
But
But that's not the point I wanted to make. I could never promise them coin, because one cannot give what one does not have. Ever since the market collapsed, Kingsbridge is losing more than it earns. We may even run out before we complete the cathedral.
what?
哇，会
He's
破产
right. It won't be finished.
But what about Mother? We wanted to build it for her.
加快。
Could you build faster? Finish it before you run out of money?
Is that an option? Master Builder, you've been awfully quiet so far.
It's hard to say. But yes, Alfred could look at the designs. Could be there's shortcuts that could be taken. Not much help yet, but I'll do what I can.
这个大教
I
堂
can do it.
已经建几年了啊，
All right.
建不好。
I promise you,
大工
I
程
will think about your proposal. Oh, milady, your soup.
啊，交了。是不会煮哦，是不是不太会煮，所以一直煮？这谁啊？玛莎？
Thank you.
哈，给他什么？哦，粥。
I'd never thought that my brother could work so hard.
He just wants to be better than Jack.
I'm not so sure. I would never have thought. Really. Alfred has changed. He used to be such a bully. He seems really concerned about things now. About Kingsbridge, about you, about your family. I can't wait for you to give me a little nephew or niece.
换话题。
Well, enough about Alfred. Did you get the blue dye I've been asking for?
Actually, I did. It's from a woad merchant in Winchester. Took me some time to find him.
Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I guess now I finally have to finish my weaving.
How's it going?
进展的不错。
It's going quite well.
What does Sir Richard think of the idea?
I haven't told him yet. When he comes here, he's mostly interested in coin. But that's the deal. He fights and I pay. It's an endless circle. The coat of arms shall remind us of who we are and where we come from, so we don't end up losing purpose.
文章
Have you decided on an animal yet? You really should have an animal on it.
选什么好呢？是一只雄狮。
It will sport a lion.
Wow, that's a strong animal. I like that. Ali, I'm so sorry that I mentioned wanting a niece. I just thought in the last month that you were, well, growing a bit.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm just getting fat.
You're not getting fat.
You forget that there's not a lot for me to do other than sit around and eat.
Then we should take a hike soon. Stretch your legs and get some sunshine.
I'd like that. I would like that a lot. But not today. I need to finish the coat of arms first. Get it done while I still can.
趁我能做，他到底想要干嘛？9月了，哇哦！ 忽然来的小游戏啊？哈 ？What？ 怎么办？当然要留下啊！这是他心里话，不说话的。坚持好了。
I have to keep on going. I had to marry Alfred to fulfill my oath. I wish that Jack would have understood. Love alone could never stop William Hamley.
是为了要阻止威
Only
廉。
money and influence. With Alfred as a husband, I can fulfill my father's last wish. And ever since we've been married, he's been working deep into the nights to finish the cathedral. And when he's home, he expects nothing in return. Although I can see so much longing in his eyes. He is trying his best to make our
最
arrangement
近的
work.
新闻，忽
And I
然想到
try to be a good wife.
有关空姐的新闻。
I did what I had to do when I married him. But what I didn't know back then was that I am pregnant with your grandchild.
哇哦，
You brought this on
这
yourself.
怎么办呢？好，
You had the love of your life, but you threw it away.
艾伦呢？
Do you scorn me for what I did?
No more than anyone else. First and foremost, I blame that priest who turned my son into a monk. But you're a very close second.
那怎么办？决定了，
I made my choice, and I will make it work.
At least you have the backbone to stand up for what you did. We cannot change the past, after all. None of us can. Jack has left England. There's no possible way to find out where he went. I want you to know one thing. Jack loved you. For me, that makes you still family. If you can't have his baby, give it to me.
好，
I will raise it far away from this crooked world that had no room for my son.
I don't want to give our child away.
Then you cannot stay here. You cannot go on like this.
But I have to. Don't you understand?
天哪，这怎么选？
It's finished. I want you to wear it when you go to battle. To remind us of what we are fighting for.
Huh. Why a lion?
高贵骄傲，
Because it's a noble and proud animal. It symbolizes what we should ceaselessly strive to be.
You hear that, Alfred? I'm a lion. Rawr.
哇哦，
Grow up, Richard. This is important.
Sorry.
How's the war going, by the way?
How is your standing with the king?
It's getting better and better. The good thing is, William Hamley is turning out to be quite the lousy player.
哦，这真是好消息
In。our last battle, he ran away when things started to get a bit tight. They say he was afraid to die before he settled matters with his mother.
哦，他妈妈还活着，所
His
以
mother.
上次
No one's seen her
前
in
面
years, not since her husband died.
前面床上那个
But
就
rumor
是了
has
吧
it she's still alive and joyfully pulling his strings. Mention her to William, and he goes as pale as a sheep. Ali, we are so close, but we need to be careful. We mustn't let our guard down.
Is there anything you need from me, Richard?
Well, a new saddle would be nice.
I'll see to it.
And a horse to put it on, of course. The last one caught quite a few arrows.
Right.
I'll be out for a while. I've got some business at the market with Martha.
All right.
Hmm. 应该不用再看什么州了吧？出去。
I can't believe you two have almost done it. You've almost won your father's earldom back.
Oh, don't say that until it's actually happened. I'll see you later in the evening.
Ah, there you are.
出去
I
踏
always
青吧。
wondered what it would have been like to grow up in a forest.
Oh, it's cold. Very, very cold. When I was young, I spent a night in Ellen's cave. If it hadn't been for her soup, I would have died for sure.
享受这一刻，好，享受这一刻。
What kind of soup?
I think it had deer in it.
Deer?
Yes. Jack had caught it before we met him. I think it was the only one he ever caught.
But hunting deer is...
I know. It's punishable by death. Jack never was one for rules and laws.
Right.
点其他的也不能动。
He was always busy with something, just not with what Tom asked him to do.
Jack? Yes. Yes, he was.
You will be an aunt soon.
What?
But don't tell Alfred. I haven't told him
为
yet.
什么不说呢？
You still think
看不
marrying
出来
him
吗？
was a mistake?
I do.
I do too. But you did it for very good reasons. So, maybe it wasn't a mistake after all. Maybe it will work. Not in a loving way, but more like a partnership. You two seeing eye to each other.
Maybe. But the baby is not...
What was that?
说不出来啊。怎么了？啊？为什么教堂怎么破了？
They built it too fast.
What?
Like the Babylonians, they sought to be grander than God, and for this we all have to suffer.
A stone roof. Alfred tried to build a stone roof without telling Papa.
You're with child? How can you be with child if we never...
My cub is gone and will never return. You threw it all away for a life of lies and a kingdom of dust.
Without a cathedral, my mother will spend an eternity in hell. And by God, I hope you won't suffer the same fate for this. I can't stay. Not without work, and not like this. I'm sorry.
What?
There's no need to cry. There. We've been crying for far too long now. Where do we go from here?
离开。 没东西。最后看看个羊毛，就出去吧。
We will build a cathedral right here, towering high above Shiring.
Oh.
But it will not be a cheap undertaking.
Money is no object. I shall build it for our Lord and my mother, so that the Lord will heal her.
I am sure he will. Ah, yes, there he is.
Who?
We will need a master builder.
My bishop, I think I have the right man.
Huh?
My bishop, my name is Alfred Builder.
要为威廉汉姆雷建教堂了。哇哦！卷2结束嘞，所以卷2的时候他们分离了，彻底离开金斯布里奇了。第3卷杰克应该就会再出现吧。终于玩完卷2了，剩下卷3。下次继续吧，赶快把它玩完。
Next time on The Pillars of the Earth, witness the climactic final part of the series.
It's time we take back what was taken from us.
It's time to face our enemies.
It is time to make a stand for what we believe in.
The Pillars of the Earth, Book 3, The Eye of the Storm.